This is Delhi, India's capital, home to over 30 million people. A city once celebrated for its relentless energy, now known for something else entirely: the air it cannot breathe. Every year, as autumn fades into winter, the smog returns. Visibility drops, schools shut, emergency rooms fill up. According to the WHO, Delhi ranks among the most polluted cities in the world. In November 2023, air quality levels soared past 500 on the AQI scale, far beyond what's considered hazardous. But this isn't new. This has become a grim tradition. Stubble burning in neighboring states, vehicular emissions, unchecked construction, industrial waste, layer upon layer of pollution, and year after year, the same choking air. Decades have passed, policies announced, masks distributed, odd even schemes tried, and yet no lasting solution. This is not just seasonal smog. This is a recurring failure, a public health emergency we have come to normalize.
When do we want it? There is no heartbeat. There is no heartbeat. नहीं है कोई दूसरी धरती. नहीं है कोई दूसरी धरती. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Right now. There is no heartbeat. ना मांगे आजादी. प्लास्टिक से आजादी. प्रदूषण से.
As an environmentalist, I really care about what are we breathing.
I am here protesting against the government, against the severe pollution we've seen this Diwali. This is not only affecting me, but every one of us out here is breathing this toxic air, and it's just not acceptable that they don't take any sufficient action.
Now, the Supreme Court will hear a plea today concerning air pollution in the national capital. It had directed the centre to take necessary steps to control pollution and sought a response from the Delhi government on the steps that were being taken.
How serious is the centre now to address this particular issue, the rising levels of pollution? What will the centre do?
The decline in Delhi's air is undoubtedly man-made. However, it's magnified by geography. Delhi sits in the Indo-Gangetic Plain, which is essentially a low-lying basin bordered by the Himalayas to the north. In winter, that wall traps cold air and pollutants like a lid on a pot. When cooler air gets stuck below warmer air, we call that temperature inversion. And this restricts the vertical dispersion of pollutants. Now combine that with unchecked vehicular density and construction dust from rapid urbanization. Our natural ventilation is already poor. We don't have coastal winds or strong pressure gradients to cleanse the air.
Delhi's worsening air quality stems from rapid and unplanned urbanization and uncontrolled emissions. The explosion in vehicle numbers, coupled with the reliance on fossil fuels, contributes significantly to pollution. Construction dust, industrial activities, and open waste burning just add to the toxic mix. Green cover has declined sharply, removing natural air filters.
Over time, we've essentially overloaded a stagnant atmosphere. And worse, we've urbanized with zero thought to air corridors or ecological buffers. This land used to be a forest, and now it's a jungle, a concrete jungle. Geography gave us a tough starting point, but then policy negligence made it catastrophic.
The levels are just getting worse, and there is nothing being done. So we're helpless, we're frustrated, and we are really concerned and worried about our children.
मेरी बेटी के स्कूल से DPS 45 से 47 से उसमें उन्होंने ये कहा है कि बच्चों को मास्क लगा के स्कूल भेजें ताकि वो पोल्यूटेड एयर उनके अंदर ना जा सके, क्योंकि बहुत ही खतरनाक बताई जा रही है। और दिल्ली NCR में कई स्कूल्स बंद भी किए गए हैं इसके लिए, लेकिन हालांकि ये स्कूल बंद नहीं किया गया है, लेकिन फिर भी इन्होंने एडवाइजरी ये जारी कर दी है कि अब बच्चों को पूरी सुरक्षा के साथ स्कूल भेजें।
who is responsible for the situation? I mean, the city is once again engulfed by a toxic smog like it was last year and the year before. And while I was just reading out those questions, I was just seeing the pollution levels at all of these places in Delhi. RK Puram, it's at 340. You have Defense Colony at 409. The US Embassy 388. Dwarka 407. Punjabi Bagh 411. I mean, isn't this appalling? Has this become a joke? Our children are wearing masks and they're going to school.
Let's be specific. Where are the rich forests that once cooled and filtered Delhi's air? Fragmented by real estate. What about the Yamuna floodplains, once a natural dust and heat moderator? Choked by encroachments and concretization.
Delhi's governance is fragmented with multiple agencies passing responsibility without coordination. Emission laws do exist, yes, but they're poorly enforced. Waste is often openly burnt, and traffic congestion remains high due to inadequate public transport and car-centric parking. Political will to implement hard decisions is weak, often hindered by short-term populist agendas. Environmental regulations are frequently bypassed and violators go unpunished.
Governments fail to understand the city's ecological geography, treating pollution as a law and order issue, not a spatial one. Even crop burning is a regional air basin issue, needing coordinated agro policy, not finger pointing. Delhi has a bowl-like topography, which traps pollution. The government's job was to reduce this load, not argue about who lit the match. So no, they're not solely to blame, but they are the ones who had the power and refused to use it systematically.
Unlike global cities that prioritize public health through policy and infrastructure, Delhi struggles to act on its own environmental data. There is also insufficient public engagement in policy making. Until Delhi adopts a holistic, science-based and enforceable pollution control strategy, modeled after successful global examples, its air quality will continue to lag far behind.